Blood and Moonlight. Chapter 1. The bite of silence. The rain never touched the soil in the Black Pines forest. It lingered like mist, whispering through the air, curling around the branches like ghost fingers. And in that silence he stood. Lucian, not a myth, not a shadow, not even a man. He was hunger wrapped in elegance, the kind of creature who spoke with eyes, not words, and left behind the smell of old roses and death. For centuries he had fed in quiet, not with fangs, but with longing. But that night she arrived. She was barefoot, bloodied, and wild. Her name was Kayla. She didn't run from the wolf inside her. She ran from the world that told her she was too much to be loved. Lucian should have killed her. Werewolves were enemies, dogs in the dark, messy creatures who snarled instead of whispered. But Kayla didn't snarl. She stared right into him, as if she'd seen his soul before and hadn't run screaming.
"I don't fear the night," she said.
"Then you've never met me," he replied. But the truth was, he had met her, or maybe a version of her, in a dream, in a war. In the centuries before blood was forbidden between their kind, Kayla didn't ask questions. She just leaned against a tree, panting, hands trembling from the change. Her ribs were cracked from the transformation. Her skin glowed under the moon like ash and moonlight. He could smell it. Not just blood. Her loneliness. It was the same scent he carried in his own body. And that's how it began. Not with a kiss, but a stare, and the silence that understood pain. Chapter 2. Hunger between us. Kayla stayed. Not because she trusted him, but because the world outside that forest was far crueler. Lucian had a mansion built of shadows. The walls were covered in portraits with no faces, and the windows didn't open. Time didn't exist there, neither did light. Kayla brought something else, rage and warmth. They didn't speak much. She would roam the hallways, shirt torn at the shoulder, eyes glowing gold when anger flared. He would watch from balconies, feeding on creatures that couldn't beg for mercy. But one night she followed him. Down into the cellar where his hunger lived, she found him feeding. The body still warm, his mouth stained. Her voice didn't tremble. "So this is you," Lucian turned slowly. "I warned you. You didn't have to," she whispered. "I'm worse." She dropped to her knees and let her wolf eyes shift. And for the first time, Lucian didn't see a monster. He saw someone just like him, broken, wild, cursed. They didn't touch that night, but they stood close enough to feel the weight of what could never be, the scent of fear, the ache of wanting something forbidden. He told her the story of the war of fangs and fur, how love between vampire and wolf led to slaughter, how his brother died because of a werewolf girl, how he swore he'd never feel again. Kayla didn't cry. She just said, "They burned my mother alive," said she loved a vampire. Lucian stepped closer. The air cracked between them like lightning. "I don't know what this is," he said. "I do," she replied. "It's the end of everything." Chapter 3. What the Moon Forgot to Warn Us. Winter came early that year. The forest froze, the house cracked, and Kayla started waking up screaming. Lucian tried not to ask, but when she collapsed by the fire one night, whispering the same word over and over, Frostclaw. Frostclaw, he couldn't ignore it. Frostclaw wasn't just a name, it was a prophecy. A vampire-wolf hybrid born from a blood union destined to destroy both worlds. They thought it was a myth, but Kayla was pregnant. Lucian's hand shook when he touched her cheek. "You knew?" he asked. "I felt it the night I kissed you." He didn't remember kissing her. Then again, maybe he had. In silence, with eyes, with breath, maybe souls kiss without mouths. The council would kill them both. The wolves would hunt her. The vampires would rip her apart. And yet, she smiled. "I'm not afraid." "I am," Lucian said, voice breaking for the first time in 500 years. They ran, through the woods, across frozen rivers, into the Hollowlands where no light dares follow. And in the dark, Lucian whispered, "If we survive this." "We won't," Kayla said. "But maybe our child will." Their hands locked, her wolf strength, his vampire cold, bound by something older than blood. The trees howled, the skies opened, and somewhere behind them, the first hunter arrived. To be continued.